Neil, another huge win on the road. Talk us through that one.
Wow, incredible resilience from the group. So after the game against Gateshead, we questioned certain aspects of obviously the understanding of the group, but wow, the group have answered that in unbelievable terms. They never know when they're beaten, and that's what they've proved in the last two games. Conceding just before half-time against Yeovil was a body blow, but they came back and showed that resilience. And then today, going behind away against Braintree, really difficult team with some threatening players in the final third. But I thought the character within the players was absolutely immense. They've been brilliant all week. They were brilliant in the lead up to the game, and all the credit goes to them for today's performance, really.
There was a moment probably 10 minutes before half-time and 10 minutes after where weathered a bit of a storm. Was it a case of holding out and then playing that free football once we'd got past it?
Yeah, I think the first off was a strange game because obviously the goals come quite early on. It's from outside the box, maybe a little bit of a deflection. I haven't seen it back yet, and then. But it was a good strike all the same. And then we've had opportunities, half chances, not quite taking them. They've had a couple of chances where we've really had to defend and scramble the ball off the line, which you have to do to win games of football. But we spoke at half time about upping it. We knew we had gears to go. The players really drove that home. And ultimately, I felt we were always going to score in the game, and I thought if we scored the equaliser, we could build some momentum to go and carry that forward. The players did that, obviously, with the equaliser, and I thought there was only going to be one team at that point that was going to go on to win.
It's a second winner in 2 games for Josh Grant. Is it a case of having players that can pop up in those moments in big games like this?
Yeah, I mean, Grant has been fantastic since we've come in. Like I said, I don't like pulling individuals out and praising individuals because I thought the whole team were fantastic as a group. But Granty scored the winning goal at the weekend, took his finish really, really well. He's played in 2 or 3 different positions for us in the 4 or 5 games that we've been in so far. But ultimately, he's been the one that will take the glory from that, and rightly so. But it was a real team performance. You know, the bench, when the goal went in, everyone's jumping off the bench. The fans are celebrating, making a noise, and you know that's probably what gets you over the line. I spoke about it on Saturday for the Yeovil game, and today again I thought the fans were absolutely magnificent, making a real noise, and it definitely plays its part, and we're starting to see that real togetherness within the group. Everyone's sort of fighting for each other, whether on the bench supporting their mates, coming on even for 5 minutes and doing the job that we're asking them to do as a team, and that sort of team spirit and togetherness will take us a long way. And obviously 2 wins on the spin is great, but we have to dust ourselves down and go again Friday ready for Saturday.
Another game where there's been around 120 travelling fans. How big is the difference they make?
Unbelievable, because when you look at difficult moments in the first half and we're sort of defending with our lives, they help us out at that point. But then when the players need that extra little bit of motivation, that extra bit of belief and momentum to push them forward, when the goal went in, they really raised that the sound and really dragged us on and pushed us on to go and get that winning goal. And look, you know, we won't achieve what we want to achieve this season if they're not right behind us, and they've proved they're absolutely right behind us, and you know, we're really grateful for the support they've given us and we hope for the same on Saturday.
In terms of the games coming up, Ebbsfleet at home and Boston as well, it's a case now of just carrying on that momentum off 2 huge wins.
Yeah, absolutely. We spoke for a long time about how Saturday's result wouldn't make any difference if we didn't come here and back it up. Ebbsfleet are much improved. You know, I've watched Ebbsfleet a lot in the last couple of weeks, poured over their games and done the due diligence on that in terms of watching the videos. But they got a good point last night against a very good Forest Green team. You know, Braintree got 3 points against a very good Forest Green team at the weekend. So we know that we're going to have to be at our very best again on Saturday to carry this on. If we think for 1 second that 2 good victories and good results are enough, they're certainly not. We've got to build momentum, and the players know that. They're a good group. They're really good characters within the group, and they'll make sure that we're back at it. They'll enjoy tonight's victory. We'll be back in on Friday. We'll prep as much as we possibly can. We'll kind of patch up the walking wounded, and we'll make sure we're ready to go on Saturday for a much needed 3 points against Ebbsfleet.